Okay guys, so I've decided to vlog today my stay at home mum life. What I do in a day in a life, stay at home mum day in a life. Yeah, this is what we are dealing with right now, this disaster. So I don't know what we're gonna do today because we've already slept in and missed the gym. I was gonna go to the mums and bubs class, but Theo was running a temperature last night and we were just up like several times in the night, so that wasn't fun. And you can see how tired and puffy my face is looking. I'm a mess. So for breakfast, Theodore's having this Nakula mango coconut yogurt with his Inner Health probiotic and some mandarin, so I've already mixed that one in. Ooh, food. No hand. We're teaching him to like eat. Eat from a spoon. Hold on. Dad's not prepared. Oh
no.
No. We're gonna have to change that outfit. Right, we eat that. No. No fingers. Is that delicious, Bubba? That's, oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're eating it with a spoon. It's not the right way, but we're still eating it with a spoon. I think we're just gonna have a banana. So I forgot to mention in my previous video that we got a dining table finally, and this is actually an 80-year-old hard oak custom made dining table for a priest. I ended up getting new chairs, which is these fabric grey ones to match our lounge. Because the chairs were like creepily haunting. They're in our garage right now, stored away. I'll show you the details of the legs. So they're kind of like pinwheel things. I love them. But we actually have to bolt this together because it's quite wobbly. How are we going with the whole no hands in the food thing, Bubba? Alright, so I've made the bed and Isaac's on the rest of the room duties. He can just do a general tidy up. I'm going to have a shower now. So this is what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing this white cardigan. We have this black boob tube top, which is so comfy just to throw on. And these leggings. I love a good legging day. I pretty much wear leggings like the whole 7 days a week, even if I'm not going to the gym. But if you pair it with like a nice top, then you can get away with it. And I feel like if you like have a singlet or like a mid-drift top, or you tuck it in, then it's heaps more flattering than if you just like overhang it. Yeah, and then I'm just waiting for my hair to dry because I just washed it. I always feel more motivated if I have leggings on because they're just very practical. So if you have to like go and clean or like do stuff, like it's easy. Whereas if I'm wearing like a dress or a skirt, I'm more likely to bludge around. So for me, it's like the psychology of it. So I'm just gonna naturally let my hair dry just because it gives it a nice like crinkly wave thing. I'm not too fast today. I'm not really going out anywhere. So I'm just applying this BB cream just because I find that the Nude by Nature foundation sticks longer. I did a review on it before and it was okay when I first used it, but you know, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of it because I just find that it doesn't last. It like it looks good straight away, but then it just like wears off really fast. And because it's winter in Australia, my skin is like quite dry compared to normal, because normally I have very oily skin, but yeah, it's actually really dry. And you can tell that it's dry because it just like cakes on and like just, it's not like a flawless look. So I won't be buying that one again. But I don't like to buy a foundation until I finish that one, just because I am trying to take more of a minimalistic approach. Sometimes this little man just got his nappy changed. We got the green cloth nappy on. Guys, cloth's the best. Check out the rest. So I just had an eventful first hour and a half of my day. I've really been struggling lately with dealing with mental health and postpartum depression, and I've really kept a lot of this private. I even struggled with prepartum depression when I was pregnant. So I guess the way I cope is I have so many supports, but some days are so much more of a struggle compared to others. I feel like emotionally I'm always fluctuating. Some days I'm amazing and I'm on top of the world, and then other days I just have lows. And I've really learnt to recognize when I do have those lows and to really nurture myself when I'm just not feeling the best. And I feel like it's really important just to take a bit of time out and just give yourself a little break. So I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritties, but I did have like a bit of an upset morning, and that's why we stopped vlogging. But I think going out and just taking a nice walk in nature might just help everyone be a little bit better. Hey, Chook's not feeling the best either, and I'm suffering a bit of mum guilt because he's running a temperature. Just because his teeth are really bothering him, and it's really hard sometimes just to find that happy medium. But I think a walk will really benefit us. I just walked outside to find this at our door, and I think it's from the garbage collection people, which is really, really good. It's a compost kit, so I think that's going to be really good, and it's got instructions. That's okay, we don't eat meat and we don't eat cheese. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited about this. Theodore's already in his pram, and I actually really need to clean it, guys. Look at all this food. It's ridiculous. Hey, so I'm going to give these a wash and this a wash, and then I'm going to spot clean the pram just because it is great and it does. Like it will stain if I don't do it anytime soon. Where are we going? Are we going on a walk? He's so tired, so hopefully he goes to sleep. So I actually just want to get a few snacks before we go because I only had a banana this morning, so I'm gonna get that. Oh guys, this is our planner. So our goal is to save 5,000 in the next 6 months. Let's see if we can do that. I don't normally have this much choice. Oh what? You were hungry. I might oh yeah. Let's do that. And have we got any other snappy stuff? So I have actually been obsessed with these mini gingerbread men. They're for babies and I bought them for Theo and I cannot stop eating them. They're so good, guys. These are from Woolworths and I think they're like $3. I really like them because they're not sweet. I'm not a big sweet fan, and these haven't got much sugar in them. They're so good. Theo's getting his fix too, don't worry. I'm not eating them all. Alright, so I'm just going to take a few blueberries on our walk so I can snack on them. And then when we come back, I'm going to make some proper lunch. Some carbohydrates, because I love myself some carbs. Well, Theodore is asleep. We went on a half-an-hour walk, which was really nice. And I think I'm going to utilize this time to film a video. So let's get into that. Our house is also a mess, so I wonder if we can squeeze in a quick 5 to 10 minute speed clean, but we'll see. If not, I'll just do it while he's awake. But it's easier to film when he's asleep, guys. Hi guys, Theodore just woke up from his nap and I just finished filming a video on birth control. So we're very productive today. Aren't we, baby? He does not look impressed, guys. He's like so sweaty and hot, and I think we're gonna organize lunch and do a quick speed clean of the house. Does that sound good? Maybe give him a little bit of breast milk. We're kind of just like trying to wean the breast milk just to morning and night and occasional lunch, guys, because he loves his boobies. Okay, so for lunch, Theodore's gonna have this little buckwheat lentil stir fry that his daddy made up. It's actually his, guys. Isaac's trying to meal plan, but we're just gonna steal a little bit from this, just because it's got like some good protein in it. This Theo has his stir fry. He's also got refried beans, which is the best, guys, and some hummus here for some good fats. He's just gonna be picking at that. I actually think I'm gonna do a quick speed clean while Theo's distracted with his lunch, and then I'll make myself some lunch. So let's get into that. So the timer is done, and I basically just cleaned the kitchen, grabbed my wet washing out of the washing machine and put on a new load, and tidied up the lounge room. So now it's time to make some lunch, and I think I've decided that I'm gonna have a toasted wrap. This is our result from lunch, guys. Yeah. Finish it up. Mummy's gonna eat her lunch. Theo's just playing in his little play section there, and I'm just gonna quickly do some computer work. I just have to send a few clients some emails, so I'm gonna quickly do that whilst multitasking, keeping an eye on Theo. So I've really been like just really researching and thinking of how I can be more productive in my day, whilst looking after Theo, whilst having limited screen time, and giving Theo actually like quality attention. So I'm working on that one, guys, and plan on making a video on it someday. But yeah, at the moment we're just gonna do some work. Now I'm just going to be folding all these cloth nappies. I have a really big load because I have just been so busy. So I slacked off and was like 2 or 3 days late, which is really bad for cloth. So I had to sanitize these as well, but they're all dry, and now it's time for prepping. I actually love doing cloth nappies. It's so satisfying, and I feel like you're doing good for the environment and you're saving money, and it's less harsh on your baby's bottom. So yeah, I always find joy out of folding the cloth nappies, just because I focus on the positives instead of the negatives. I actually wanted to extend on the mental health topic, what I mentioned before, because I was quite upset before, but I've had a good few hours to change my mindset, and yeah, I just basically wanted to talk about the topic in depth while I'm doing this folding, because us mums have to multitask. I'll start off with, it's so complex. That's why I've kind of just like not really brought it so much into my videos, but I feel like if I open up a little bit more, then I guess we can connect on a deeper level. So, I don't think I've mentioned this, but so my mum has bipolar. And I was actually raised by my dad up until I was 12. Yeah, my mum got remarried and moved 3 hours away when I was younger, and as a little child, I guess you can't understand the reasons why your parents do things, and so I developed chronic separation anxiety and abandonment issues. And having Theo has really brought up these childhood issues that I've been pushing down all these years, which they say after having a child, it does change you, and it does for the better, and it can bring up issues. Sorry guys, he's like just talking to the TV. So when I was pregnant, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to keep Theo or not. I had a toxic lifestyle. I drank a lot of alcohol. Not while I was pregnant. Before I got pregnant, I drank a lot of alcohol. I partied heaps. I was a teenager, and it's what you do, you experiment. And so falling pregnant was like, I guess, a stop to that party life. And I guess I didn't think at the time I was ready to be selfless, because I was quite selfish. I think it's important that we acknowledge that children change us for the better. And I really suffered through that pregnancy because I just was in a completely different mindset. I had a lot of things going on. My mum actually was getting, well, she still is, in the middle of a divorce, which is carrying on almost 2 years now. We had to move out of home. Isaac and I had to take the responsibility of taking my sister in. We had to find our first rental, so there was a lot of pressure on me and Isaac, and we weren't adults yet. We were still kids. So Isaac had to find a full-time job. I had to look for rentals. I was still studying throughout my whole pregnancy, well, I'm still studying. I was so sick when I was pregnant, and just to have all this additional pressure on you, I really suffered. My mum, I love my mum. I love my mum to death, and I would do anything for her, but she heavily, heavily relied on me to save the situation, and I did. I did for many, many years. Up until the last 6 months, I've started to implement more boundaries, because trying to save everyone else and trying to support your family really, really does take a toll on you. And I was burning out, and my mental health was really, really suffering. Hi, what do you mean? I was suffering, and I felt like, come here, baby, come here. I felt like I could not be the best mum that I could be if I didn't focus on my little family. And it was really, really hard for me to put these boundaries in place with my mum and to take that load. And I still struggle with it. I still struggle every day with not taking on everyone else's stuff, because I try to fix things. I'm a fixer. That's just like a little tip of the iceberg of like where I'm at. Yeah, mentally. And a little bit of background. I just want to say that, you know what, it's okay to be empathetic. The world needs empathetic people, but it's not okay to allow somebody to drain all your energy and take away all your positivity and leave you heartbroken and just helpless. Because if you haven't got your cup of tea full, how can you feel somebody else's? So the moral of the story from this little chit chat session is, I think it's important to care for yourself first, because if you aren't happy, how can you care for others? How can you care for your little ones and your babies who actually need you? They're so helpless. They need their mum to be happy. They need their parents to be happy. They do, don't they? And I think we should take mental health very seriously. And fortunately, I've had a lot of support. I have a psychologist who is so lovely and really, really just lets me let off that steam. And I think it's so important to be able to go to someone, because as mums, we try to fix everything. We try to manage the house. We take on everyone. And then at the end of the day, who do we turn to for our problems? I find that I don't turn to Isaac so much for like the things that really burden me, because I want our relationship to be a positive experience. I want our relationship not to continuously talk about our problems, but to look forward to the things that we love, the happy things and the joyful moments, and to focus on the positive moments instead of our problems. So I think going to a psychologist is good to have that person to bounce off on, because they specialize in that and they can give you advice. I'm not trying to like sell you like a counselor or like a psychologist. This is just in my my personal experience, and I think that it's just really important to nurture yourself and to take care of yourself. And okay, so I feel like I've started off with the cloth nappies and then I got fully sidetracked, but that's okay. I try not to put too much pressure on myself when I'm at home with Theo, because he's my number one priority. If he needs me to pick him up, then I think it's important to just stop what you're doing and go to your children and nurture them. And like, Theo's not feeling the best today, so that's why we're giving him a little bit of mucus. Alright guys, I just put Theo to bed and he's still a little bit grizzly, so I'm probably gonna have to go in there. He is just not in the best mood. Normally it takes like 5 to 10 minutes for him to go to sleep. I've been at it for an hour. But he's just at that age. Apparently he's going through his like 11th month sleep regression, so that's why we're struggling so bad with sleep. In the meantime, we made dinner. So we have vegan meatballs, so it's actually made out of kidney beans and onion, oats and a few other ingredients, with pasta and rocket, and on this part here it is nooch. So I think I'm gonna end the vlog here. Isaac's just back from work and he is eating dinner. Probably just gonna clean up the kitchen, have a quick shower and then go to bed. What? Why do you look so awkward?
Me clean the kitchen. I don't know what you're talking about.
I said just, I didn't specifically say you clean the kitchen. I just said clean the kitchen. So Isaac, how was your day?
Busy.
Busy.
Yeah.
So we're gonna end it here. See you guys. Isaac's eating vegan meatballs.
Balls.
Bye.